Hi everyone, so it is Friday night and I will be leaving. I need to leave in about an hour, but I kind of felt like filming something quickly and I still needed to do my makeup, so I thought I would do a sort of get ready with me video. I'm not entirely sure what kind of look I'm going to do, but I think I'll just kind of make it up as I go. And I've got my base on from earlier in the day, taken off my eye makeup and lipstick, redo those bits, touch up the contour and blush and that sort of thing. And yeah, I think I will just start by powdering my face, just using Rimmel's Stay Matte powder. I tend to usually do my eye makeup first, but I'm thinking that I'm going to do my lipstick first this time because I'm not really sure what kind of eye makeup I want to do. So I'm just going to start by lining my lips using a neutral lip liner. So for the actual lip colour, I'm going to layer two lipsticks. So this first lipstick is a kind of, well, it's a really simple nude. I'm just going to blot a little bit of it off and layer an orangey red kind of over it. And this is the orangey red one, and it is called Delirium by Marcelle. I'm just going to layer a bit of that. I feel like it's quite a nice sort of summer red, because it's not too intense. So that's the lips done. Now we can move on to the eyes. So I think I'm just going to start with a base eyeshadow. And I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting, brow bone and inner corners. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move on to the liner now, and excuse me if I go a little bit silent while I'm doing this. I can't usually talk while I'm doing it or else I'll mess it up. So now that I've got the line along the upper lash line, I'm just going to flick it out at the outer corners, and I know some of you are sick of me doing that kind of liner, but this is just a pretty standard going out look, and that's the kind of liner that I usually do. Alright, so I think that's okay. I'm just going to take a bit of black eyeshadow along the top of that line. So I'm not really sure what to do underneath my eyes, but I'm thinking maybe I'll just put my mascara on and maybe even my false eyelashes and then decide what to do. So I know I've done this in a few videos, but I don't know if I've ever said, if you're heating a lash curler with a lighter, always test it on the palm of your hand to make sure it's not too hot. I don't know if I've ever said that, but I know that I've done this in other videos, and I just think that I should say, because you don't want to put it up to your eye if it's too hot, obviously, but just a reminder, you know. Thinking about it, this is probably one of the last videos that I'm going to do in this bedroom because I'm moving house at the end of the month. Not to a different area really, just to a different house. So I've been, admittedly, in a little bit of a weird mood lately because, I don't know, something about moving just puts me into this kind of sentimental, kind of reflective mood. I've been living here since the end of March 2014, so about 16 months. And used to live in Victoria. This was the first time I've ever lived on the Central Peninsula, and I actually really like it out here. Just putting a bit of glue on the false eyelashes. I'm kind of looking forward to moving. If I'm honest, I'm kind of looking forward to moving and I'm kind of not. Because the idea of being somewhere new is kind of exciting, but the reality of having to pack all your stuff and move it and get settled in, it's kind of a drag, but it's not the end of the world, it'll get done. One thing that I need to stop doing, that I've been doing recently, is staying up too late. I've been staying up until like 12:30 or 1 and then I'm absolutely dead in the morning. Last night I was watching this documentary on the Rolling Stones and I managed to convince myself not to watch the whole thing because I'd have been up until 1:30 in that case. I've been on a bit of a documentary binge lately actually, just watching a bunch of different ones. I forgot what I was going to say. I love Louis Theroux's. His are some of the best ones I think that there are. Somehow I've gotten a speck of black eyeshadow on my chin. And right there. So when I started out I was kind of thinking I would do black under my eyes as well, and now I'm thinking that I might just leave it now that I'm seeing it done. I have a hard time with doing a lot of black eye makeup and kind of bold lips because I feel like it looks too much when you have quite white skin and dark hair. It just looks quite harsh and I don't usually like how it looks. I think though now I will just touch up my contour and blush and that. I've been doing something, I wouldn't normally mention something kind of dumb like this, but I've been doing something I haven't done in about 10 years. I've been intentionally sort of spending a bit more time in the sun than I normally would, and I've got a bit of a tan. You probably can't tell because the lighting's too bright. If I could have the kind of little tan that I've got right now year-round, I would gladly take that over that deathly pale. Nothing against it, just I feel like this looks a little bit healthier and I could definitely use anything that makes me look a little bit healthier. Bit of blush because some of what I had on from earlier is worn off. I didn't do a highlight earlier, don't think I'm going to. That's just one thing I can't really get into when it comes to makeup is highlighter, although I know that it does look nice and it does make a difference. I just never really got into it. I try to do it in proper tutorials because I feel like they're a little bit instructional, but in everyday sort of styles like this, I just don't really bother. And as I'm wont to do, I forgot to contour my nose. There's the mirror. So this is pretty much the completed look. I'm a little bit tempted to put a bit of black under there, but I think I'll leave it because that kind of contravenes the if it looks fine, leave it alone rule, and I think it looks fine, so I should leave it alone. And there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was. So it will probably come to me later tonight, but it's probably not that important anyhow. And I should say, I know this makeup isn't really that different from anything I've done before, but I just wanted to do a kind of chatty, get ready with me video, and this is probably the last one I'm going to do in this room, so that is that, pretty much. I hope that you do like how the makeup turned out and didn't find the video completely boring. And yeah, I hope that you have a lovely night or day if it's daytime where you are, and until next time, take care.